Crazy. Everybody wants to talk packaging. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to show you how we package our products for our people and how we do the wow factor.
Get excited. Cheers. Okay, so today we're going to talk about packaging, and let's be honest, you guys all want to get to the juicy details of what we use, where we get it, how pretty it is, how amazing we are. But just kidding. But first, we're going to talk about why it's important. Like, why are we even talking about this? Why are we talking about this, Jamie? We're talking about this because your packaging of your photography stuff is important. Because what does it do, Jamie?
It really reflects your brand and the quality of your brand. And it's just another thing that gives that wow factor that they could be talking about with their people.
Yeah. So this month we're talking about adding that wow factor to your business, creating that experience for your client. And your packaging is just one more thing that creates that experience. And I think about it in terms of different stores you might shop at, right? And maybe you go to Walmart.
I was just thinking that.
You don't get the great experience. The cashier doesn't even say hi to you. And
but you do have a greeter at the door.
They do. That is nice. You get a bag of plastic grocery bag, thing, right? It doesn't take away from your experience. You're not like, ew, I hate Walmart because they only just gave me a bag. But it doesn't add to your experience. It doesn't create a wow factor. It's definitely not something you talk about to your friends. Like, hey, Jamie, I went to Walmart. Did you see that they added blue to their bags this month? Like, you don't talk about that, right?
No.
But think about a store that you do talk about. So for my daughter, it's the Pandora store. You know, the Pandora bracelets. You buy a charm in the Pandora store, and she asked for a Pandora charm for Christmas, and I didn't even wrap it because it came in their beautiful bag with the tissue paper and the satin ribbon tied off of it. That made a wow factor. I knew she was going to be just as excited to have that little bag under the tree as she was about this stupid Pandora charm that I got. You know? So the
Pandora, if you're watching, we love you.
We love you. Send us all your charms. Yeah, so it makes a huge difference. So let's create some beautiful packaging. Jamie's is way prettier than mine.
No, well, here's the deal. Packaging can be something that can also really distract you. Because it's like at the busiest time of the year, you're like, hey, I think I should do new packaging. And you end up doing all this stuff and spending all this time on it. And so for me, when I do my packaging, I do it once and I keep it for a really long time. So this year I decided to repackage. I think this is like the second or third time in like 7.5 years. So I don't repackage all the time. But I really did need to step up my game. Some things had changed with the stuff that I was offering. So I really wanted to do it. The biggest thing is I didn't want it to be something that was super expensive. A lot of people think if you're going to redo packaging, if it's going to be really nice, it's got to be expensive. And just remember, that cuts into your costs. And so we're really conscious about that. I still want to have this wow factor, but I don't want to cut into my costs. The packaging that I created for myself, it's a little time consuming, a little bit more time consuming than my last packaging. But what I've done is I've done a lot at one time. Right. So that I just have the boxes stacked up and they're ready to go and I don't have to worry about it.
Great thing to work on in the slow, like right now I'm in the dead of the winter and I'm not shooting a ton. So maybe I should create all my packaging now.
Yes,
you know?
Because even when I had the packaging that didn't take very long, it's still, I didn't give it the full touch because I was doing it right before. And so anyways, it's just better to do it ahead of time. Yeah. So Anna, should we start with yours?
Sure. Let's start with mine. So my brand in general is very minimalist, very just clean, classic. And then also in turn, I think about the area I live in. We have a lot of like crunchy hippies who like recycled things. I also like recycled things.
Crunchy hippies.
I classify myself as that too. Like
I've never heard of the crunchy part though.
Crunchy, like we like granola.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
We're crunchy like granola. So everybody loves, all of my packaging is craft. This would be considered craft, and white and yellow. So yellow is like my brand color. See how I have yellow there? I've got yellow there. I have a yellow keyboard here. Yellow's my favorite color. So I have, what I do is I have this stamp. So I like to keep my branding pretty rustic. It's very simple. If I have a canvas, so my clients buy a big canvas, like 20 by 30 is the normal size that I sell the most often. Mm-hmm. That is wrapped in a craft paper. So I keep it in the covering from Simply Color that it comes in, and then I wrap it like a present with the craft paper, and then I have a sticker I put on it. And do I have a sticker? Should have got the sticker out. I have a sticker I put on it, and then I tie it.
Twine.
This is baker's twine, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it was hard to see. Okay.
Now can you see it?
Yep, got it, girl.
Okay, so it's this, and I have this one, and I have a gray one, and I'll usually use both of them at the same time and wrap it all up. So that's what I do with my canvases. And then I also have image boxes that I have to package. I have loose prints that I have to package, and I have my my DVD slideshow and my USB. Did I already say USB?
Nope.
So I have these bigger bags. This is what my image box and anything loose goes into.
Okay.
And so what I do with these is I emboss them. And so embossing
is the fun part. This is like the personal touch here. I love it.
This is like the little touch. So you can get things made with your logo on them. Mm-hmm. And that's totally fine. You can do that. I like doing this because I feel like it adds to that little bit of the rustic touch that I'm trying to go for. Yep. And so this is a stamp. You can get these on Etsy. So just search custom rubber stamp on Etsy, and there's like a million different companies that create stamps with your logo. First of all, it makes you feel very official to have a stamp with your logo on it.
Yes.
Second of all, you can emboss everything that you own.
Which who doesn't want to do that?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, who doesn't want your logo on everything you want? So you do this. You stamp it, you put this powder on it, and you melt it. And
you melt it with what? Show them what you melt it with. Because she just did it in front of me.
I just did it.
It's got the whole...
in front of it. And the Profitography group got a live demonstration. Yeah. This is a glorified hairdryer. It really is just... if you put your hairdryer on low, you probably don't even have to buy this thing. I bought it because I didn't know better. But now that I own it, I feel like I didn't need to buy it. This is a powder.
Special powder. You can't put baby powder on there.
No, baby. It's embossing powder.
Yep.
You can buy this stuff in any color. So if you go to Michael's, there's millions of colors. Mm-hmm. And then this is an embossing stamp pad. Mm-hmm. And you stamp it, sprinkle the powder on, shake off the excess so the powder sticks to where you put your stamp. And then you heat gun it. And it turns out...
yeah. So when you touch it, there's a texture to it. It comes up.
Yeah, it's raised.
It looks so amazing, Anna.
And you see that it's raised.
Oh my gosh,
like that?
Looks so amazing.
And so I do that on my DVD drives. These DVD drives are not. That's not how I deliver images to my clients. That's how I deliver slideshows. So,
right.
And then these are my USB drives. So all of this, the image box, the loose prints, and the loose prints will go in here. Uh-huh. Those will get tied up, but all of that stuff ends up getting packaged in these large craft bags. Okay. Just to make.
Let's see that little USB box, and that you get off of Etsy too. We'll put
this
all the links in
Etsy. We'll put the link in the blog post. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to want to go to the blog post, which is in the comments below. If you're on the blog, this is right underneath the video. So this these are. I love these. First of all. Again, it's so hard with this camera for me to tell you. But it's like a rice paper. So it looks really great kind of with what I've already got going on here. And it's got my logo on the top. Again, you can't see it.
You embossed it?
No, I didn't emboss it. It comes...
Oh, it comes with that. Awesome.
It comes with that. This was only $21. I'm a portrait photographer. So this box with the flash drive is only $21.
Let's see the flash drive.
Okay. Open it up.
Ooh, Ooh, and what is it, wood or what?
So it comes with this, and this is wood on the inside.
Wow.
Again, with my logo, and it just snaps open and
love
closes.
that.
And super easy, super
And I love that it comes with the filler too.
Yeah, and it comes with a filler, and you can order 1 or 20 at a time. And so that was my key, was that I didn't want to have to order like 800 USBs at once. I wanted something that I could do like 5 or 6 at a time if I needed to, and you, of course, the more you order, the cheaper they get.
So, Anna, $21 kind of sounds expensive for a USB drive. And then plus you've got the other things. The other things actually are really affordable, but the USB is $21. Now, when we first started out and we were charging $200 to $300 for shoot and burn, we didn't spend $21 on a USB, right? Right. So tell us more about what your logic is with that.
Well, so here's the thing, is that this includes the USB and the box and the filler. Mm-hmm. And so if you go on Miller's and you try to do a custom USB from them with a custom box with your logo on it, mm-hmm. it's actually going to cost you like $58. Mm-hmm. So $20 is actually a pretty good price.
It really is.
When I was first starting out, I did get a less expensive USB, and then I ordered in bulk these little jewelry boxes.
Yeah, that's a great way to start.
I'd use this filler, which you can get from Michaels. Uh-huh. And I put that in the very expensive craft jewelry box, mm-hmm. and put my USB in there. So that's another inexpensive option if you are going to do that. And so here's one thing about where you get all of this stuff. So my portrait boxes and my bags, I get these both at HB Photo Packaging. And that you purchase more in bulk, yes. right? But you don't have to get them through HB Photo Packaging. If you're trying to do like 1 or 2 clients at a time, these are both things that you can get at Michael's.
Right.
So if you're not quite ready to invest in the giant,
you can get it cheaper if you buy it in bulk.
Yes, if you buy it in bulk, it's cheaper. But if you're not quite ready to take the plunge into like having enough for 2 years worth of packaging, then you can go to Michael's and get kind of all the same stuff.
And there's no shame in starting smaller, like what Anna did with putting it in that box, because again, when we started out, we're making $200-300. Now our average is $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. I mean, it ends up, your packaging changes as your pricing changes, as the type of clients, and you do need to refine it once you are refining your prices and you're getting different clients in the door. So that's really important to take note of.
All right, Jamie, let's see your packaging.
Okay, so I just redid this packaging. My packaging was very different before, but okay, so this is the box that they get.
It is so cute.
It's so fun. So my son is an assembler, so he assembled these boxes for me.
My girls love embossing too.
Yeah, isn't that funny? So
always enlist the help of your children.
Yes. These come flat, and actually I bought a smaller one first, and then I had to get another one. I think these ended up coming to be less than 50 cents a box, maybe 26 cents a box. I can't remember because I kind of been confused with the other ones that I bought. But this is tape. This is just tape. And the thing is, with the packaging, I just kind of went into Michael's and decided what I was going to do and picked out things, and then it sort of evolved, and then I bought stuff online in bulk more. But so I got this tape, and this is the time-consuming part because I go through and I tape this. So that's a little bit more.
Get them in level lines.
Yeah, it's hard. But then I also decided I don't need to be perfect because remember, I'm working on not being a perfectionist. But I might have used a ruler. And then this is just a thicker piece of paper. And then this is the front of my card, but I turned it into a sticker. So it's, and I already used that for my other packaging. So I have those. Then you open it up and it's like a big party. Woo!
Oh my gosh, I love that sticker.
So, okay, so this I got at Michael's, and it actually had edges, I don't know how, like triangle edges, and I just cut all those off, just because I wanted it to be more of a modern look. And honestly, this may not be modern, but it's a party in a box. I had to put that up there.
It's so cute.
This I got from Zazzle. I don't have the greatest handwriting, and so I wrote my name on the box, I wrote my name on a card and hung it from here. It didn't look good. So I just had to get these off of Zazzle. When you open up the box, the reason why I ended up doing a box is because I do something a little bit different with my whole photography experience, and I have, most of the time, they're writing notes to each other. And so I really wanted to incorporate that in the box. And up here is blank. I mean, normally I center everything, but I was thinking of maybe putting suckers for the kids or doing something like that. So let's talk about the USB first of all. This is just a baggie with the white packaging. This is gold paper that I folded over, and you can even see the staples. And then I got a hole punch, a heart hole punch. And you'll see that I use this again. So this is on here, and inside here is a little tin. They're very inexpensive that I got online. And then I've got my little USB, and I got this from Flashbay. And it was my USB that I had before. People have always liked it.
I used to have that same one.
This is $10, you guys.
Yeah.
$10. And then this is like super cheap. And so this, you turn it, and people just think it's so fun. So I just kept it. I was going to go crystal. I was going to go upper scale. And I just was like, you know what? Why change something people love? So, so this is in there. That's my USB. And then another big part of the experience, like I said, is the notes. So I scoured high and low for this particular envelope. So I actually made the belly band. Didn't know what a belly band was, so I was doing this. But I got this paper, and I just cut it, and I glue it here. So again, this sounds like a lot of work, but I do it all at once.
That's an envelope, though, right?
That's an envelope, yeah. So this is the belly band. But as you can see, I did a hole punch, a heart hole punch, and then this is from that heart hole punch.
It's so cute.
And then this is
the
just
little clothespin is like the cutest
So
thing
my
ever.
colors are navy and red, and if I had too much red, it was just too much. So I wanted to incorporate red a little bit, and so I did that with those. So you take off the belly band, and inside what you have, let's see if I've got it in here. Yes, I do. Okay. I have a thank you note. That's right here. And then on the back of the thank you note is a gift certificate for their next time that they come. And then right here is all the cards that they wrote to each other. And now let me tell you about these cards. They're flat cards, and then they're a plain back, but they're not normally plain because people write in it. So what I did was I went to Michael's and I got bulk greeting cards, ones that fold that were blank. And they were the gold, so it matches my stuff. I put it in here, and I keep this in my shoot bag. So these are the pens. And I actually, the cards were cards, but it was too heavy to put in here. So I cut the cards so that they're flat cards. So this is the outside. Each person gets to pick which card they want to write on, and they write notes to, and I have a whole way of doing that, but we won't get into that now. And so I actually confiscate the cards that they've written, and I end up putting it in here so that this ends up being a keepsake box. It has, you know, their cards in there and the USB and all of that. So that was my big packaging overhaul. And the thing with the packaging is it really does represent your brand. And so I wanted it to be modern, and I wanted it to be fun. And I feel like with this packaging, that happened. Now, when I first was going to do this, I knew I was going to do the box. I didn't really know a whole lot more after that. I studied different people's packaging, you know, pinned a bunch of things. And then when I got into the store, I kind of changed my course a little bit. So it will evolve. It will evolve. And just, I feel like I kind of had to be obsessive in thinking about it at first. But then I'm done, and I'm not going to change this. And this is how it's going to be. And really, the winter time right now, the slow season, is the best time to be doing this.
Yeah, to get it all set up and ready to go. Love it.
Ready to go.
Okay, so now we want to hear from you, and this is kind of fun. We want you to share if you already have packaging, okay? We all love the inspiration, so we want to hear from you. We would love it if you would post a picture of your packaging on Instagram and hashtag
SS
Coffee Talks. Hashtag SS Coffee Talks so that we can see it. So we'll be searching that hashtag, and we will be sharing some of our favorite packaging that we're seeing coming through those hashtags on our Snap Society feed. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. You can also tag us at the Snap Society on your Instagram feed. And comment below, because of course we want to hear from you in the comments. Let us know what you are doing currently for your packaging that you love, if there's something that you love, or what you plan on doing for your packaging in the future. Thanks so much for watching.
Bye.